Disney and Lucasfilm will bring the 9th and final film in the Star Wars SKYWALKER Saga, The Rise of Skywalker, to home media. And as is always the case, there'll be a galactic selection of editions soaring their way onto shelves. In this video, I'll go over all the details of all the different versions you can expect to find across the US and Canada, the UK and Australia, and when you can find them in stores and on digital platforms. Additionally, I will also detail the list of announced special features and deliver my final thoughts, discussing which version or versions I'll be picking up myself. In doing so, I also hope to help you weigh up which version is best for you. As always, I will leave affiliate links down below in the description and the comments if you'd like to purchase the movie from Amazon or Amazon UK. All these editions will be region free, so if you're in the market to import anything you see here, you'll be able to play it no matter what region you are in. I did of course review The Rise of Skywalker when it first hit cinemas. If you'd like to take a look at my more in-depth thoughts on the movie itself, or check out my Star Wars movie ranking, please feel free to check them out via the hyperlinks at the end of the video. On your screen is the list of topics that I'll be covering in this video. If you're more interested in checking out some over others, then please feel free to skip forward via the time codes I provided down below in the comments. Otherwise, you are of course more than welcome to stick it with me for the long run. Also keep in mind, it's not uncommon for things to change between announcement and release, whether that be the announcement of new editions or changes to artwork, special features and specs. All the details in this video are correct at the time of publication. Let's take a look at the North American and Canadian release, where Rise of Skywalker will land on physical home media on March 31st, 2020, and on digital 2 weeks earlier on March 17th, 2020. Rise of Skywalker will release as a 4K plus 2x Blu-ray plus digital Ultimate Collector's Edition, as a 2x Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital multi-screen edition, and as a single disc DVD edition. In a very interesting and uncommon move for Disney, both the Blu-ray and 4K editions feature different cover artwork. The Blu-ray features the original theatrical poster art, while the 4K features a brand new simplistic art of Poe Dameron's X-Wing going head-to-head with the First Order fleet. As a fan of the original poster, which I think is gorgeous, I personally think that, unfortunately, the Blu-ray cover sports the best artwork of the two. As expected, no artwork matching the most recent individual re-releases on Blu-ray will be made available for Rise of Skywalker just yet. Of course, as per usual, if you pre-order any of the standard editions through the Disney store by March 30th, you'll receive a limited edition exclusive set of 4 10x14 inch lithographs featuring a special Disney seal stamped in gold foil. Target will of course offer an exclusive 4K plus 2x Blu-ray plus bonus DVD plus digital digipack edition of the film, and will be bundled with an exclusive filmmaker gallery book, which will likely offer behind the scenes photographs, concept artwork and filmmaker notes. As noted, this edition will also include an exclusive bonus DVD, which is said to offer exclusive bonus content, though details of said content are yet to be revealed. I really love the artwork chosen here. It feels incredibly nostalgic and vintage to me, pulling obvious inspiration from the original New Hope posters especially. In my opinion, this is probably the nicest artwork on offer here, and I just wish, since they insisted on different artworks for the standard 4K, they had used this instead. Best Buy will release their standard 4K plus 2x Blu-ray plus Digital Steelbook Edition. This too utilizes the beautiful banner artwork that was used in the advertising for the film's theatrical run. It features Ben Solo on the front and Rey on the back. Again, really like the artwork on this one, and although I'm trying to cut back on how many editions I grab, it will be hard to pass this one up considering I already own Force Awakens and Last Jedi in Steelbooks. And finally, Wal-Mart will also stock a limited edition of the 4K plus 2x Blu-ray plus digital edition, featuring gorgeous artwork in a packaging that appears to open at the front and spread into a gatefold type packaging. Walmart's special editions of the Star Wars films have been pretty fantastic, and this looks to easily be their best offering so far. Additionally, Disney will also release episodes 1 through 7 and Rogue One on 4K individually on the same date, alongside the entire Star Wars SKYWALKER Saga 4K box set, which will be exclusive to Best Buy. You can find additional information on this box set in another video linked at the end of this one. Unfortunately for our friends across the galaxy in the UK, as per usual, the movie won't be available on physical home media for almost an entire month, with the release landing on April 20, 2020, due to the UK's strict 4-month home media gap. In the UK, Rise of Skywalker will, just like the last 2 Star Wars episodes, release on 2 Times Blu-ray in 2 separate limited edition variant sleeves, Resistance and First Order, with Rey on the former and Ben Solo on the latter. I absolutely love these two, and while I'm often against buying 2 of the exact same product just with a different cover, the fact that these 2 join up to make one whole image is pretty awesome, and I love the stylistic artwork that they've chosen for these. Underneath the sleeves, the disc art itself is reflective of that used on the Blu-ray over in the US, featuring the original theatrical poster artwork. Of course, Rise of Skywalker will also be available in the UK as a 4K plus 2 times Blu-ray set, as a 3D plus 2 times Blu-ray set, and as a single disc DVD. All of these will come in artwork utilizing that same US theatrical poster cover, so it's great that those who want a 4K copy with this art do have a choice, and for those who want a 4K with the US cover, you can also have an option to have a 3D with the alternate art. Zavvi will of course be the local distributor of the exclusive Steelbook Edition in the UK, which will be available as both a 4K plus 2 times Blu-ray edition and as a 3D plus 2 times Blu-ray edition, and will feature the same artwork as the Best Buy Steel in the US. As with Disney's most recent releases, Zavvi will also release an exclusive collector's edition, which will likewise be offered as both a 4K plus 2 times Blu-ray edition and as a 3D plus 2 times Blu-ray edition. The set will be presented inside a bespoke metal slipcase with embossed design detail, with a vertical lift lid which rises up to reveal a stand-up base that holds its contents, which include the respective 4K or 3D steelbook of the movie, 4 art cards, and 2 Dark Side Collector's Pin badges. Each box is limited to only 2,000 units worldwide, and the 4K edition is currently showing as sold out on Zavvi's website. Of course, more stock does usually become available a few days before release as people begin cancelling their pre-orders. However, I would strongly suggest purchasing one of these right away if you are hoping to grab one up. Additionally, the Skywalker Saga box set will also be released day and date in the UK, and unlike the US, will be offered in not only a 4K edition exclusive to Amazon, but in a Blu-ray edition and a DVD edition also. Just as with the US, the UK 4K set will come in the same 27 disc collection housed in that large oversized digibook, and will include the movies on 4K and Blu-ray with the additional bonus discs, while the Blu-ray and DVD editions will come in smaller shelf-friendly box sets. The 18-disc Blu-ray set appears to be 3 digipacks, one for each trilogy, inside an outer box, including both Blu-rays and bonus discs, while the 9-disc DVD set appears to be 1 standard dual digibook, including DVDs of the films only. In Australia and New Zealand, Rise of Skywalker will be released almost day and date with the US release, with the drop set for April 1st, 2020. As always, however, don't forget you should be able to pick it up 2 days earlier on the 30th of March in-store at JB Hi-Fi, bringing it a day ahead of US release, or if you want to be smug and technical, 2 days ahead of US release given the time zone differences. Australians will be able to get their hands on a 4K plus 2 times Blu-ray set, a 2 times Blu-ray set, and a single disc DVD edition. As per usual, Disney will also release single disc editions of the Blu-ray and 4K sets on the same day, which will market for the exact same price. So just be mindful that you don't pick up one of those if you do want the bonus Blu-ray disc, as they're not always properly separated on the shelves or store displays. Additionally, the 2-disc editions are usually only limited time offers in Australia, so make sure you get in early if you do want to grab one of those. The artwork on these standard sets will, as per usual, reflect those being offered in the US. JB Hi-Fi will be the exclusive distributor of the Steelbook in Australia, which likewise will use the same artwork as the Best Buy Steel. And additionally, Sanity will also offer an exclusive edition, however no details have yet been revealed. revealed. Likewise, the entire Star Wars collection will be released individually on 4K in Australia on the same date. There is currently a rumoured Skywalker Saga Blu-ray box set hitting the market too, but so far no word on a 4K box set, which would be a bit of a shame if one didn't rear its head on our side of the world. Let's take a look at the general release specs of the film. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker was filmed entirely on 35mm Kodak film, the equivalent of a 4K digital image, and surprisingly was mastered using a 4K digital intermediate. This means that Rise of Skywalker's 4K presentation is as true 4K as one can get, and will certainly be the must-own version of the film. While previous Disney-era Star Wars entries received 2K DIs and thus upscaled 4K transfers, they still provided a decent uptick over the HD editions. Rise of Skywalker, however, marking the first true 4K Disney-era Star Wars, should hopefully look spectacular on the format. The 4K edition of Rise of Skywalker will additionally feature an HDR presentation, which will add additional colour and vibrance. The 4K HDR presentation will be complemented by a Dolby Atmos audio track, while the Blu-ray edition will only feature a DTS HD 7.1 master audio track. A selection of foreign language audio and subtitle tracks will also be included, but these may vary depending on your region. Once again, Lucasfilm delivers the goods with the special features as they boast over 2 hours of bonus material, including behind-the-scenes access to the cast and filmmakers who brought the epic scenes and characters to life. The features here will include the Skywalker Legacy. The story lives forever in this feature-length documentary that charts the making of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Persona Pursuit, creating the speeder chase. Dive into the making of the movie's epic land speeder chase and discover how this spectacular sequence was brought to the screen. Aliens in the Desert. See what it took to create the Persona desert scenes, from the sheer scale and complexity of the shoot to its colourful details. Dio, Key to the Past. Explore the ship that connects Rey to the mystery of her missing parents and get to know the galaxy's newest irresistible droid. Warwick and Son. Warwick Davis, who played Wicket in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, dons the Ewok costume once more, this time joined by his son Harrison. And Cast of Creatures. The team behind the film's memorable creatures revealed the puppetry, makeup, prosthetics, and digital makeup that bring them to life. And additionally, one digital exclusive feature will also be on offer, the Maestro's Finale. Composer John Williams reflects on his body of work for the Star Wars saga and shares insights on scoring Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Again, Rise of Skywalker's bonus clocks in at over 2 hours in length, which is absolutely fantastic. I always love a good selection of Star Wars bonus, as Lucasfilm always managed to knock it out of the park. The feature-length documentary sounds wonderful, and Lucasfilm continually put together some of the best docos for their films, and seem to be the only ones in the marketplace still offering the kind that used to be the standard with all big releases. Definitely looking forward to this one, and really wishing Marvel had done something similar for Infinity War and Endgame. The additional selection of features sounds great too, as I always enjoy diving into the smaller, more intimate areas of the filmmaking process. However, incredibly disappointing to hear that the tribute to Maestro Williams is delegated to digital only, where I personally won't be able to access it. Hopefully this is something that pops up on Disney+, but I always love owning this thing physically. What's most interesting here is we don't get any kind of deleted scenes offering, which is usually a staple of Star Wars releases. My guess is Lucasfilm was holding this stuff tight to the chest amidst rumours that the movie was heavily reshaped as it was being filmed and edited. Though the last few releases have been padded out with paltry selections of 30 to 60 second deleted scenes, nothing like the extensive ones on offer for the prequels, so I don't think I'll miss them too much here. However, the biggest omission here is the director's commentary. JJ always delivers a great commentary, and I'd be very, very surprised to hear that he didn't do one. As you may recall, the original release of Force Awakens came without one too, only to be included on the re-release only a few months later. I'm unsure I see them doing a re-release anytime soon, especially considering these discs are bundled with the expansive and expensive box set, and the home media market really isn't as big as it once was, though I wouldn't be surprised to see deleted scenes and commentary making their way onto Disney Plus as exclusives, much like those Endgame deleted scenes. With all that said, let's get on with my picks. While I wasn't overly happy with the final product we received from Rise of Skywalker, I did find it mildly enjoyable and certainly not the worst that the franchise has ever offered up. That said, I will of course, as an enormous fan of the franchise, be adding the film to my Star Wars collection to complete the saga on Blu-ray and 4K. For me, my decision is made easy as always, especially considering the differences in artwork between the US and the UK. I will of course be picking up a 4K copy from the US in that stylish artwork, and will additionally be grabbing a copy of the 3D from the UK with that wonderful poster artwork. I'm unsure if I'll be grabbing any exclusive editions myself, though my personal pick, if you're after one, would be that stunning vintage-inspired digipack from Target. Once again, you can find affiliate links down below in the comments and the description if you'd like to purchase the movie from Amazon or Amazon UK. And as a reminder, all worldwide editions will be region-free. I certainly hope this video has helped make your purchasing decisions all the easier, so as we come to a close, fire away in the comments below and let me know which version or versions of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker you'll be grabbing up for yourselves. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos and you'd like to see more like it in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen, as well as that like button down below for that little extra support. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.